So with Geoted, I help instructors learn more about drones and ways that they can incorporate them in the classes. I guess the biggest way is that I take what I've learned from Geoted and I have incorporated that into the classes that I teach at Virginia Peninsula. So today, this was our kind of capstone experience for students in our autonomous flight class. And what we were doing was trying to use as many different sensors or different types of cameras that we could use to collect imagery from the farm so that we can give information to the farmers about how they may be able to improve the efficiency of their operations. So specifically, one flight that we wanted to do was just capture a whole picture of the entire farm so that they can see all of the fields that they have delineated. They can use that for a couple of different purposes. One is just to look at periodically how are the fields changing and how are the certain plants that were planted under different conditions, how are they doing, and being able to look at that from a whole context. The other part is that they can use that just more broadly from season after season to be able to identify places and communicate kind of their natural workflow from the day-to-day operations. Can make it a really nice map for them to be able to see, again, what the farm looks like. We were also using infrared cameras to be able to test whether or not we can see soil moisture, the effects of soil moisture in dry fields and wetter fields, as a way to also be able to test the efficacy of their drip irrigation system. And then the last type of camera we were flying specifically looks at plant health. There's two wavelengths of light that we can look at that tell us something about whether plants are stressed or healthy. And since this is early on in the planting season here, there's lots of plants at different stages of growth, and so we can see how sensitive those plant health cameras and maps are.
Yeah, so basically it's just we take a bunch of classes at Virginia Peninsula Community College. We're at the historic Triangle campus in Williamsburg. We've basically just been taking classes for the last couple months, learning about drones, like all the stuff they can do. And we do stuff like this, off-campus flights. We write up reports using like the images we capture and everything. We do lectures in class to see what kind of sensors drones use, like all the stuff that they're able to do. So it's been really, really fun and insightful. It's not a degree program though, but it is like a certification thing. So there's six classes in total, I believe. If you do all 6 classes, then yeah, you get like a little certification type thing. It's basically to prepare you to be a FAA certified pilot, so you can actually get like a job doing drone work. Okay. We've flown all sorts. We have the Phantom, that's that one right there, the white one. Phantom P4. This one's the Inspire. This is like the big giant one. We have some Mavics, the Enterprises, the Skydio. They gave us little Tello drones that you just use on your phone, so we can like fly at home and practice. So we've flown all sorts of drones, and some of them are like, super expensive and like professional level drones. So it's been really cool to get to fly those. Well, after I'm done with the program, I'm gonna hope to apply to a few places in the local area. I know there's this place called Drone Up in Virginia Beach. They've been doing a lot of really cool stuff with drones. Like they've been working like with Walmart to do like drone deliveries of like products and stuff. There's all sorts of places. Before I signed up for this program, I had no idea how much drones are used for stuff today. I mean, it's crazy how much drones can do. Like today, we're using drones with like infrared cameras to like monitor like plant health of like the crops here at this farm and everything. One of the classes that wrapped up a few weeks ago, we did a solar panel inspection on roofs, so we can like monitor like how the solar panels, like the quality of like the actual solar energy they're getting and everything. So it's been crazy to see what they can do. But yeah, after I finish this up, hopefully I'll get a job doing this professionally.
Really, it's more on the photogrammetry side. So really 3D mapping of landscapes and just really getting at the nitpicking of the aspects on it. So like, for instance, shadows and just details that you would miss if you were just trying as someone new to the system.
Okay.
Once I'm done with the program, I plan to go to Liberty and take my medium UAS certifications, and then hopefully go into some Starlink programs to really enhance my career in sort of the space drone industry. Yeah, so as far as like the whole safety thing goes, I mean, there's so much that just the standard normal person wouldn't know about flying drones that really kind of, they taught me here. It's really just a beautiful program. I like all the safety things, like deconflicting airspaces really like just opened an eye for me. It was really just gonna help me in my future career. Yeah.
I'm Shaheem Abrams, and I'm actually faculty here at Virginia Peninsula Community College. So the history of my involvement is actually Cherie's, and her excitement, her exuberance about drones has got me interested. So in the fall last semester, I actually went out and I said, well, let me sit in on some of the classes. You know, what is this? I'm kind of interested. And I'm a low-tech guy, so this was kind of beyond my comfort zone. So I went to visit the class and sat in on with the class, the students, UMS 111, and the students actually let me fly this drone, actually, something similar to this. So that got me thinking, well, you know, if I'm interested, it's starting to perk my interest, let me learn more about it. So this semester I decided, well, let me take the class formally. So instead of me just ad hoc going to visit periodically, I became a student. So I'm actually a student in the class, 111 the first 8 weeks and now 211 the second 8 weeks. And I'm learning about the drone, the flying, the background information, because it's just not coming out and flying. There's rules and regulations. You know, government rules and regulations tied to the FAA. So that is what I'm learning, and I'm a student. I'm like a sponge. I'm just absorbing everything in my path, and they are phenomenal instructors. I will tell you that Virginia Peninsula, the drone program, having the two of them up at the HC campus, amazing. And I think it's going to grow. I suspect, just in terms of where we are, it's a new program, you know, drones in education are relatively new, but I think it is going to start, you know, it's about to explode, I think. And, you know, being an educator, I see myself that if I can learn as much information about this, then I can also maybe be part of the program as the program evolves. No, well, me personally is that, you know, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. For me, because, you know, I'm kind of set in my ways, technology, and I struggle with technology, and then this all of a sudden it's like, oh, Shaheem, you can learn this, oh, Shaheem, you can fly that. So I think that is on my part. The other thing is just the technology, you know, the future is here. You know, I'm looking at that drone now when it took off earlier, I'm thinking, holy bleep, 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 we're going to be flying. Instead of driving cars in a couple of years, flying.
Sure. I mean, what Geoted did for me was to start with somebody who didn't know anything about drones, and over the course of a summer, taught me how to fly and taught me how all of the different kinds of applications that you can do with drones. So to get just an increased awareness of how drones can be incorporated into different sectors, into different jobs, different research applications. So it's not just flying, but it's also what you can do with the information that you collect.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that what we're seeing is that the application of drones is infiltrating into a lot of different sectors. a lot of different areas of the employment world are benefiting from drones. There's construction companies, real estate companies, mining companies, which is not so prevalent around here. We're starting to see it with environmental consulting firms as well. There's research applications, so working with researchers at universities. And of course, there's companies like DroneUp that are using drones for a lot of different applications, like tower inspections, bridge inspection. You know, being able to use drones to be able to see places that are hard for humans to get to. Right. I think the favorite thing about drones is just the different perspectives that they offer, and we can get a sense of what things look like as we're walking around, right? And that's largely how we experience the world. But drone lets you get up and look at things again from different angles, from different perspectives, and can really change the way that you think about the world and your surroundings, and that you act and make decisions in it. Along with that, I think are just the imagery and the data that we can collect from drones. Again, just completely changes the way that you can see things from your everyday perspective, and again, look at things in a new way and be able to address problems or questions in novel or more efficient ways.